We got Russia in the house. India. Everybody is here. Late for me. About midnight where I am. Hopefully going to complete this flight. Yeah, Sean, you're up late. 3 a.m. in NYC. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to do some Zibo flights. Put my daughter to sleep, and now I get to try to fly. Forgot about Microsoft. Well, it's just you can't fly the 738. It's a big issue for me. So we got a whole bunch of stuff to do here to get loaded up for this flight. So the fuel we need, haven't even loaded that in yet. That'll be good. And our payload, let's see. Apply that. What's going on? What is it? Patricked? You don't have a PC and yoke for playing flight sim games, so you don't get to play any flight sim games. What about Infinite Flight? You could try Infinite Flight. All right, let's go down this pre-flight. So the fuel's loaded, payload is loaded, battery guard closed, standby power guard closed. We're not going to worry about the fuel pumps or anything yet. I think we're good on the overhead. Just got to get into the FMC. Which will begin doing that now. Not any. We'll try Infinite Flight. If you got a phone, give that one a shot. It'll at least let you do a little bit of flying. So our starting airport is KLAX today. I think we're at gate 76. Go ahead and grab the GPS, the left GPS. Put that in there for our IRS position. Origin is LAX. Destination is going to be Boeing Field. It's a cool route I found. It's about 2 hours. You don't have a bank account. Okay. Well, one day you might have a bank account. SCX731 is our flight number today. Or no, 21.6. Cost index is 20. And our cruising altitude would be 38,000 feet. Cruise wind, let's see. Good morning, David. Well, I'm going to do this flight anyway, so might as well just stream it. I don't even know how many people. 10 viewers, whatever. That's fine. I mean, nobody streams at midnight in the United States. Actually, I don't think anybody in the world streams at this time because no one's really gonna watch it. But like I said, I'm doing this anyway. Flaps 5. Trim is going to be an even 5 today. Our V2 is 145. Put that on the MCP. Might as well get the flight directors on while I'm looking at it. Our fix will be KLAX. We're going to do a distance of 5. Oh, we got to do the slash. /5. /10 and /25 for that. India afternoon. Yeah. I don't know what the time difference is for you guys. For between us, it's got to be a lot though. At least 8 or 9 hours. 9 hours just today. You're in the middle of the day though. That would be the. You're saying it's the afternoon, so it's like a 14, 13 hour difference, I suppose. Conditions, it's partly cloudy in LAX right now. Wind's coming out at 2606 knots. So we'll take off out of 25 right. With the summer 2 departure over to, what is it? Go ahead and activate that, set the approach. Watching from Kenya, wow. I can't play X-Plane 11 without a mouse. You have to play it with a mouse? I don't know what runway exactly we'll be landing. We can switch it though. Transition will be BTG. We'll leave the runway off for now. All right. Almost good to go. Get our trim. Right on 5. Easy departure. Let's get some information on the runway we're taking off from real quick. It's nice. I haven't gotten to fly the Zibo in, actually I think since the last stream when I flew it. Right. So if we come back to the field, I just want to get the course heading set up. It's going to be 251. The approach elevation is 128 feet, so we'll go 328. Too far. Okay. Got that set up. Yeah, Boeing Field. They actually do this flight pretty late too. I was looking at some of the times. They did one recently at 2 a.m. So that's another reason why I decided to do it this time. I guess it's appropriate to the real thing. Okay. So let's go ahead and start the APU. Also get our smoking and seatbelts on. Hey man, if it's wasting your time, you don't have to watch. But there is a process to doing this correctly. Like now we gotta wait for the APU to start. I can't just tell it to start, it's gotta actually start. There's no control E in this. In minutes, like from takeoff, it's 5 minutes probably. I mean, we're getting ready to go right now. All the setup is done. Now I'm just gonna set my pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Oh, we're ready. Where's my plane? Oh, there's my plane. Alright. Let me just look at better pushback again. We can at least start it.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
We'll be playing the hell out of this. Max Plane Love. If only my bro hadn't moved to college with his PC. Oh, that sucks. Get the rest of the fuel pumps on. Hydraulics.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Need that APU bleed, and we'll leave the packs off. Also set our cruise up here. It's 38,000 feet. Okay, logo light can come on. Position light over to steady. Pack signs on. Packs auto. Well, they're not going to be on right now. Iris mode selector is off. Trim transponder code. We'll go.
Tow connected and bypass been inserted. Release parking brake.
1. And can't forget to switch over to the APU gen and get the ground power off. I think we're good to go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
I had neither before this flight. I think they have like 2 liveries. I have a question. Should I become an airline pilot, jet pilot, Apache pilot? I'm 11 years old.
Van Nuys traffic. Sierra 324 Papa Lima.
That's some other traffic in the area. We're on VATSIM. Well, you're 11, so your mind will probably change by the time you're an adult.
Van Nuys traffic. Sierra 324 Papa Lima joining left downwind for runway 16 right. Full stop. Van Nuys.
Gonna start the number 2 engine now. Sounds are really low. Let me see what's going on with that. There. Should be a little better now. Alright, see ya. and go ahead and start the number 1 engine. Of course, my I forget with X-Plane 11 the throttle. I have to recalibrate it every time. It's up by like a small increment every time. So I might have to go do that in a minute before we take off out of here. Alright, starting the number 1 engine.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. By the time he's old enough to do anything with it, he may not even want to be a pilot, or it's just hard to say. I don't know what you want to do. I can't tell you what you want to do. You gotta figure that out. Figure out what you like. Maybe with the simulator when you can. I mean, so far you don't like watching me set the plane up, so that already tells me you're not going to like flying commercial or any of it.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Go ahead and switch over to our generators. APU bleed can come off, and the APU can come off. Isolation valve over to auto, and then the packs can come on. You can also get disconnect.
Then traffic steers taking Papa Lima, turning left base for runway 16 right, full stop. And then
So it's disconnected. On bypass bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
I gotta fix this controller issue real quick. Joystick. Throttle. Actually, it's okay now. Well, that worked. Okay, before taxi jackless, generator 1 and 2 is on. The Propete is on. Wing anti-ice as needed. Engine anti-ice as needed. Packs auto. Isolation valve over to auto. APU bleed air off. APU off. Engine start switches are on continuous. Flaps as needed. We're on flaps 5 today's. Flight controls check free. Recall check. Lower DU off. And taxi clearance. Taxi lights, runway turnoff lights. Boom, boom. Auto brake off. Engine start switches. Oh, that's after takeoff. Okay. All right, man. I don't know, man. Like I told you, if you don't like even watching the procedures done, you're not going to like doing them yourself. That's for sure. So let's go ahead and get on Bravo. Brother man, the yaw damper. Which is on the pre-flight. But I found doing it during the pre-flight, it turns itself off if the engines haven't been started yet. Maybe it doesn't do it anymore. What's going on, Nathan? How you doing, man? Plane still seems awfully quiet. Hopefully you guys are hearing it all right. Yeah, they need to put it on the checklist I have. If it's on the before taxi, I would get it. But they put it on the pre-flight, and I just got in the habit of not doing it during the pre-flight because it would just turn off anyway. Speaking of Boeing Field, hey, Jam Nick, what's going on, buddy? So that's a real world thing? It flicks itself off? We're turning at, what is that? I guess Bravo 1. Well, that's cool. Then that makes total sense why it happens, I guess. Oh yeah, LNAV, VNAV would be good to put on right now. What's going on, Nick? Well, I'm up late because, man, I've been watching my daughter since, like, she woke up at, like, 6 in the morning, then went back to sleep for a couple of hours, and then the whole day just been spending time with her. She finally went to sleep at, like, 11, and I jumped on to fly. Didn't get to stream during the prime time, but we're doing all right. Got 30-something viewers. Got to stream when I can these days. I'd like to hit the, you know, the early afternoon times, but it doesn't always get to happen. Oops, veering off this taxiway. The B pumps control. Trim air. When we get to the runway, show me what you're talking about. Either I'm not thinking of the right thing, or like I'm just trying to think. We're now trim air. I don't know. What's going on, Felix? Going on an in-rail cross country solo flight tomorrow from Renton to Bellingham and back. I post a pic on my Instagram. Cool. I'll look out for that. Can I drive the A350? I don't have that plane. Let's see. Top right overhead. Okay. Let me see. Maybe it's maybe I am familiar with it, and maybe I'm not. Maybe it's something I've been skipping all this time. I'll just hold the toe brakes. Top right. Well, actually, I have a overhead mapping. Oh, okay. You know, I think I've been missing that for a long time. I want to get X-Plane so bad. Downloading the ortho scenery looks way too difficult. Yeah, I don't do it. I mean, I'm using ortho for this, but it was a Orbx install. And thank you, JT, for the info. We've reached the runway gaming with. Slug like Josh, hello. Alright, let's do our before takeoff procedure. Takeoff clearance obtained. We got no VATSIM. I mean, we're on VATSIM, but no controllers right now. Center fuel pumps is needed. Cabin lights and strobe lights can now come on. Hey, Felix, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Clear for departure. Clear for departure. Enjoy the flight.
Wish I had a PC to play these.
Okay, the
Yeah.
cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
If you just, I think, Google it, Ortho for XP, if you check that out. Alright. Resetting the fuel flow, re-rating. Strobe lights on. That's actually that transponder is on. TARA, right? Yep. Maxiverse, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, we can go to the... We're doing multiplayer right now, kind of. On VATSIM, at least. Alright, we're heading into the runway.
Approaching 25 right.
Give me with. Thank you for subscribing. We finally reached the runway. I know you wanted us to reach the runway for about 10 minutes now.
On runway 25 right.
And fun to fly 23. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to throttle up to 40% N1 and engage toga. As long as we hit our auto throttle. Haven't forgot that one in a while, but I've made that mistake before.
$80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Pretty smooth rolling out of LAX with
400.
Orbx running.
$1,000.
Getting a little bit of wind. We'll get the gear and the brake in a moment. Just gonna hand fly this for a second, just a straight path. And the rest of the flaps coming up. Just gonna trim off where I want it. I'm gonna go ahead and engage the autopilot now. Alright, we're good to go on this route. Very good, very good. Okay, we can now lock the gear, turn off the auto brake. After takeoff checklist, auto brake off, engine start switches can come off. Gear lever off, runway turn off lights off. I guess the taxi too. And we're climbing out here up to 38,000. No controllers on right now, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna follow the plan. All right, let me catch up with the chat now. Can't wait for Microsoft Flight Sim to get some study level planes so I can enjoy both the scenery and some quality planes. Me too. I mean, that's why I'm in X-Plane 11 right now. Is I need my Zibo. I need some Zibo in my life. I'm not using a yoke right now. I do have a Yoko yoke. Actually, it's in the background, probably right there. That's the Yoko sitting on the shelf. I'm using the Thrustmaster T16000M. It's a good stick. Real good stick. Getting some wing views for you guys. As we head up through these clouds.
At this time, you may use your pre-portable electronic devices to do remember yourself as they stay in the on position until we land in Los Angeles. On defense, while that seatbelt sign is on,
Till we land in Los Angeles. Lady, we just took off. I know it's late, but it's not that late. Oh, look at that. Right above that layer. Alright, just past 10,000 feet, so we'll get the landing lights off. Wing light. So the people who made that livery mega pack also paired up some devs in there, bringing some high quality aircraft to Microsoft Flight Sim over the next couple of months. Okay. Was it Clink? That livery pack? So many Frontier liveries in that. I really wish we had the 737 instead of the... Oh, I know, man. Me too. Me too. I like the A320, but this is my favorite plane right here. I heard they're making a classic 737 too. I tried that new 747 out today. Sparky, I think the Sparky 74. Didn't get to spend too much time with it. It's a little better than the default one, but it still needs some work. Gotta close the damn door. I always do this. Where's the reset? They changed everything on me after I got used to it. Where is the reset? Like if I want to reset a camera position, that was changed. Restore? God, I hope that's it. Good, okay. I didn't want that to like restore all my settings or something. I'll turn this off for a minute. Oh man, I think I got so sidetracked I didn't even finish the damn flight plan. Oh, that sucks. We better do that now. Wait, maybe there actually isn't much more to do. Just SNS to RBL, BTG. No airways. Okay, I can just add them real quick here then. That's good, that's good. Give us that. That was all I needed to do, actually. Okay. Oh, the Walter White, the 7.3 Max. I still never got to use that. Might be a good time to go look at the wing. It's very dark though now. Too noisy. Just happy to get to fly the Zibo. It's this version has been really stable. Passing 24,000 feet, going to 38,000 for our cruising altitude today. Center fuel pump's about to go. Everyone told me that X-Plane 11 would not run well on my PC because I have the NVIDIA 1030, but it runs well on max graphics. I can get like 40 frames. Yeah, it's good, especially with the new update. So if you want to buy X-Plane but you think your computer is slow, it's probably not. It's true. I think in the beginning of X-Plane that was the case, but now with Vulkan, I mean right now it's saying I'm getting 86 frames per second up at the top, but the counter isn't there. And that was never the case before. I mean, it literally added 30 frames. Yeah, I'm kind of talking to you. I'm just reading your message there. Or you're asking him if he's talking to you. Is my headset working? Yeah, I'm just using earbuds. And I got the mic. The Yeti mic. Thing about night flights is there's nothing to really do. There's nothing to look at. But this is when they would be doing this flight. For some reason. I don't know if they always do it this late. Like I said, they did a couple at like 2 in the morning they did this flight. Really? I wonder if it's like a processor thing then. Because I did. When I'm using the Steam version. when it switched over, it was a lot smoother. But then again, that was before, when I was using a 4790K with a 1080 Ti. Walter White and I are big partners. We have the 737 Classic Series coming out for X-Plane 11 this holiday. Gotta go to bed in 20 minutes, okay. Try to keep you entertained until then. Oh, I didn't know that, Nick. So you know the Walter White guy. What was all that drama about? Or like he like stole it or something, or that was the only reason I didn't use it, actually, because I didn't want to get caught up in all that. I didn't know who was right and who was wrong in the situation. But all I know is I haven't gotten to try the plane. And the people it was stolen from haven't done anything with it, right? If it was stolen, I don't know. I just want to use it. I just want it released, one way or the other. Oh, people thought he stole assets from the Ultimate 737. Yeah, but didn't they take assets from the Zibo? Isn't it all the same? Well, that's too bad. That's too bad because people aren't going to let that go. About to hit the top of climb. That's our heading bug. Let's move it up to 310 just to have it there. Good habit. It should be on the everything that comes to the regular version also works on the Steam version. Yeah, they're all one and the same, except for, like you just said, the mobile is a little different. Well, so hold on, Nick. Nick, are you saying you can get me the 7.3 Max? Because I will stream that tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but I will definitely use it. I should run some music, but I got the same old music. Same old royalty-free music. Hello, everyone. Oops, that was a video of mine about the start. Vinny, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I gotta get some new songs in this playlist. Of the same. Where's my music playlist? Don't see
1,000 to go.
There it is. 1,000 feet to go, leveling off at 380. Appreciate that. Is anybody using it? Like, is anybody out there, any other YouTubers using it? Or are they all afraid because of that whole situation? feel like I just don't hear anything about it now, other than that like brief time period. Oh, XP72 used it? Okay. I like his channel. He's come up quite a bit. He's got a good following. Man, nothing out the wing view. Too bad. It's just too dark. So this week we got to do another plane spotting stream, and now that I'm getting a Zibo flight out of my system, we can go ahead and do another group flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator, probably something around New York. I think that would be fun. Get the A5 out, do some water landings around there. Just did a nighttime flight from Phoenix to LAX on X-Plane 11. It was pretty fun. Did you do it on VATSIM? Anybody do the Cross the Pond event today? I was following that a little bit. I had a couple of friends who were doing it. Can't get mods. Center tank is still hanging on, almost depleted. Oh no. Well, no. He's being cautious, but it won't get a virus. I mean, I don't know if how long you've been around flight sim, but if you remember, there's a A320 for Prepared called, it's done by Flight Sim Labs. Now they had a lot of drama around that because I guess they were trying to catch like pirates, so they put some, God, I can't remember exactly what happened. They put something in the install file and it ran on your computer, and it was just like a Trojan or something shady, and they're still not living that down. So the flight sim community, if something had a virus, you would know it, and they're not going to let it happen. The Zibo is very popular and respected, and VATSIM too. I mean, all this stuff is won't give you a virus. These are all respected plugins that thousands of people use. You sent it on Discord now? Let me check. Or maybe it's in the actual Discord. If you could direct message it to me, that would be awesome. I can't wait to use it. Country Flyboy, what's up, man? It's been a long time. So you got the gist of it. They put a password dump utility in the installer. If it thought you were using, yeah, that's right. If it thought you were using a pirated copy, it would dump Chrome passwords to a text file and send it somewhere unencrypted. Yeah. And that was just like one rogue employee, I think, that did that, and I guess the rest of the team wasn't aware of it. Yes. Hey, you sent it. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. I'll check that out this week. Plus, Google scans it for viruses. Got it, man. Thank you. I may have met the dude and not even known it, because that whole team was at Cosford. Unless it happened before that. But I don't think so. I think it happened after. Well, it claims it scans it. You play with an Xbox controller. Now see, I don't have too much experience doing that. I've done the mouse and keyboard thing. I've actually never tried a controller for flying aircraft outside of Grand Theft Auto. DJ quads, and it's copyright free. I'm not gonna get flagged. But yeah, Tim, you flying, did you get the Microsoft Flight Simulator, the new one? Are you flying that much, or what are you flying these days? Top 20 songs on the Billboard songs? I can't do that again, man. I ran one of those top song. Oh, okay, it's copyright free. I was gonna say I did a stream once, and I played a bunch of like hit music, like Billboard hit music, and I woke up to like 20 something copyright infringement emails. You're broke, shit. Wish we could send you a copy. Minimum spec, yeah. I mean, it might run it kind of bad. Oh, I know that. I know that for sure. That seems like it happens every time that way. Where first thing will break, then the second thing, and then the third thing, and they're all expensive things and not simple fixes. Let's check this DJ Quads thing out. It's that Casey Neistat music. Oh, that's decent music, actually. We'll run it. Sounds good to me. I just replaced a washer too. It it gave up doing the spin cycle, so it would just reset itself. It would just keep loading in water and getting the clothes wet again, and they would never dry. So we had to get a new washer, and refrigerator was leaking, but I was able to fix that, and that saved me $250. So they tried to get me. That refrigerator tried to get me as the second item to break. Got a master caution. That would be our center fuel pump. It is out of fuel, so we're turning it off. The old duct tape. But yeah, that seems to be a common one. I mean, it's fixable, I guess. Like, I guess if you get, well, depending when yours was made, if it uses a motherboard or not, I guess. I guess that's like a motherboard issue in the back of the washer. But that part is almost the cost of just getting a new one, so might as well get a new one. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I like to, you know, if that keeps it washing. What's going on, Tech Wave? How you doing? Hey, Connor Deasy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Rest easy, man. See you on the next stream or video. The heating element broke. Man, I just hope my heater or my AC don't go out in the next few years or ever, please. Oh, it's expensive. Yeah, this was a good call, Nick. Change in pace for music. Jonathan Ponce, greetings from Costa Rica. Hey, how you doing out there in Costa Rica? Crossing into all the time zones tonight. 1 a.m. here on the West Coast. Cross the pond, anyone? Then no one did cross the pond today? I got a long way to go on this flight. We're not even a third of the way. Oh, I know this song. I used this for a video I did. I got all this beautiful scenery installed and you can't see any of it. Until we land. We might see some. What's the weather over there in Washington? Let's see. So the surface winds are coming at a 160, 3 knots. 66 degrees Fahrenheit there. It's pretty decent temperature. We're not getting that here in California. We're getting like 30s at nights. 10 miles plus visibility, so real clear. Well, let's see. So if the winds are at a 160, we'll probably do an ILS for 1.4 right. Definitely not 1.4 left. That's that short runway. Since we got nothing to do, we might as well go over our flight plan, make sure it's what we expect. Pro Pilot SK, how you doing? And hi. Hi. Legs. Looking at the legs. That's what we doing. Clemens, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. Alright, what am I doing here? Plan. That is what we want. Go through the steps. This is where I want to make sure. Let's go ahead and actually get our fix done for that. KBFI. Going 5, 10, 25. So that'll work. It's going to have us make our turn at about 15 miles from the runway, and that should be fine. Or we could, let's see where that C waypoint puts us. Nah, actually, I'm gonna leave it alone. Looks like we drifted off of the plan a little bit. But I think it's going to catch it. If not, can always do that. Yeah, although it might be fun to see what we can, if we can land it on that. ETA is, if this is right, it's saying 1 hour 26 minutes. Using Sim Toolkit Pro to track the flight. Let me see if I can share my desktop. Do I have that set up? I'm not sure that I do. Oh, kinda. Hey, you can guys see kind of what I have going here. So here we are. We're here, and we're going all the way up there. 49 Fahrenheit. Oh, you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? I bet I'm running historical weather on active sky. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna switch to live. Plane might freak out. We'll see what happens. And it's raining. So this is going to be better than I expected.
1,000 to go.
We got some light rain. Surface winds are out of 170 at 12 knots actually. And you're right. Well, it's not 40. Well, yeah, it's showing 48, so same thing. For the map, I'm using Sim Toolkit Pro. If you're talking this map, yeah, Sim Toolkit Pro. It's cool. Flight tracker / EFB. Better than Project Fly in a lot of ways, I would say. I mean, just for the simple fact that, like, let's say I click on my current flight, I got all my OFP information, and then you can also go ahead and get charts. So if I want, like, arrival charts, they got, like, taxi, which is going to be your airport diagram. They got all the star charts. We're on the Olympia 2. Cool stuff. I think it's pretty cool. You can look at the dashboard. You can look at where's it show my flights? My logbook. All the flights I've been on. These were done on Project Fly though. Imported them over. I don't know why the world isn't showing up though. It's strange. This isn't even my whole fleet, it's just part of it. Couldn't get it to import. Let's put X-plane back. Is X-plane 11 PS or what? You mean PC? It's PC. What's up, Kevin? Sky Vector's cool too, though. But Sky Vector doesn't function like this. It's even got streamer tools, which is what I'm using. That the bar I have at the top of the screen is from Sim Toolkit Pro here. We can actually see a little bit of light down there. Passing San Jose and San Francisco right now. Not that you would know it. Gotta go to bed. Talk to you later. Hope to see you flying the Max soon. You will, man. Thank you for sharing it. I kind of forgot you're involved in that, so thanks for sharing. I'll be flying it soon. It's both. They have a website and then you download it. And if you've used Project Fly before, which is kind of the same thing, you can import it. Import all your logbook. But yeah, it is a utility once you download it. Just the website is just there to house it. Got to get it somewhere, you know. Same, man. Yeah, you're up late. You'll be sleeping in a little bit. But yeah, good to talk to you, Tim. And then, so let's get the X-Plane download, and then the one that has the UK, the URL. I'll Google it too, just to make sure you grab the right one. Yeah, the one with UK, that's good. That's the one. And it works for multiple sims. So once you have it installed, you can use it for Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane 11. Yeah, me too. I like to do that a lot. Just run different streams. Not really in the chat. Most people wouldn't even know I'm there. C Deer 923, man, it's going went pretty good today. Had a good day. It's now Sunday, 1 in the morning here. So I'll be starting the next day. Heading off to bed after this flight. The name of my plane is it's the Boeing 737-800, and we're heading to Boeing Field up in Washington. Right now we're passing San Francisco, California, about to pass Sacramento, just so we're kind of in the Bay Area of California. My best landing rate on Sim Toolkit Pro, I think I got like a 6 recently. Let me see. No, I got a 39 the other day. And then the rest of them aren't showing because they're all imports from Project Fly. I think that's the best though, for now. Yeah, negative 39. What plane was that? What was I flying? Maybe that was the day. That must have been the day we flew. That must have been the live stream where I was flying the Icon around San Francisco. Slim! Never thought I'd see you at this hour. And it ain't 4 a.m. here, dude. It's 1:19 in the morning. Why is what taking so long? It's a long flight. Distance. One hour, 20 minutes. Your best was 2. That's about as good as it can get. You got a Formula 1 race to watch in 4 minutes. Hoping you went to bed early. I guess that's a good time. I haven't been to bed yet. I've been up since a little before 6 a.m. I'm still up at 1 a.m. 5 more hours. It'll be 24 hours. If I ever go to bed that early, it's on accident. Done any flying lately? Slim? I was trying to fight that yawn, but I couldn't fight it anymore. Just a little bit of life down there. Just a whole lot of nothing to see. Except Austin. Austin's here. On every TV. Oh, you were going to do cross the pond, but your BUSB for your yoke was dented and couldn't find anything. Oh, you should have won keyboard and mouse. Amsterdam to Chicago. It's quite the haul, dude. What do you need? Let's make some coffee. Get some coffee going. Where's the coffee pot? You know what? I should load up that that airplane game where you just sit there and fly planes. Whoops, we went a little too far in the roof. What do we got? We got a Coke. What is that? A beer? Ginger ale? A whole lot of nothing to do. Like I said, especially when it's night. This is the COVID-19 edition. We're just flying a plane just to fly it. Yep. And you start hearing the roar of the engine. Oh look, they got X-Plane going. X-Plane Mobile. So you only get to see Austin in first class. Oh, we went a little too high in the roof again. Wait, what plane is that where, like, you go into the shitter and there's, like, a guy on the shitter? That's not this, is it? There should be a bathroom up here. I know on Southwest there is. That's true. Could turn them on. Aren't they kind of poorly done, though? Gotta bob my head to the music. It's Austin on the toilet. Oh yeah. I think Captain Sim. I think okay. There's like 2 planes where that happens. Let me in here. Let's ride jump seat for a little bit. Hour and 15 minutes. Oh, we're about to hit some rain. Get that weather radar on. This is the rain that NorCal just had. Some of it. I wonder if we're about to get this storm. Should see which way it's blowing. You're back. I thought you had to go to sleep. The music's great. Keeping it going, man. Bro, what are you talking about? Wham? Yeah, that's Sim Toolkit Pro. They give you the link and you just paste it in, and you'll get that cool overlay. I like it. It's a simple one. Couldn't sleep, had a stream to watch. Well, that's kind of you. Project Fly, man. I don't know. I think I'm done using Project Fly, especially after the new version. I feel like they messed up a good thing. And I also just don't feel secure that my flights are actually going to be there forever as I do with this, because this is a free, self-sustaining flight tracker EFB. Project Fly just kind of seems like it hangs in the balance of, like, if funds run out, so does the platform. But Slim, if you haven't checked out Sim Toolkit Pro, I was a little reluctant at first to set everything up, but it's really good. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Sim Toolkit Pro had been out too, but when people started finding out about it, it was over. And I'm someone, I still donate to Project Fly, but I'll be pulling that soon. I donated enough. I donated several $100s to that project. Yeah, you can. That's 100% what I did. I'll check it out. Oops. Gotta put that back. I'll show you the import. Where is it? Is it under logbook? Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is all my Project Fly stuff that moved over. Although I don't know why it's not showing the world right now. It should be. Although I don't know that they're doing it now. Like I got in early. I don't know if, I know he lost. They lost a lot of their support that they had. Oh, I had that issue too, Nick. What I had to do, I went onto their support Discord, and they told me to run an old version, so he supplied me with the link to the old one. Loaded up the old one, and it took. And now with all the new updates, it's kept my logbook and all. Will the alarm scare you? That's other people on the network. You can filter them out. You can have the map show everybody on VATSIM, on SimToolkit Pro, on IVAO, on FS Cloud, Pilot Edge, all those networks. You can see everybody at the same time if you want to, or turn each one off and just see, like, if you just want to see who's on VATSIM, you can do that too. It's pretty quiet though. I don't know. Well, let's see what overlays I have on. Oh yeah, there's a lot more I can put on. Okay, so I got a few more people on. Well, I think you can import at any time too. So like if you, let's say you put a few hundred hours on SimToolkit Pro and then you eventually did get your project fly files, or you already got them, you said. So yeah, you can add them later if you wanted. Getting close to the 1 hour mark. Hey Dennis, all the way in Ireland. The PC I'm using, it's a custom built PC, running a 1080 Ti Founders Edition, a 10700K at 3.8 gigahertz. Haven't overclocked it yet. I will though. 32 gigs of RAM, running off a 2 terabyte Samsung solid state drive. Oh, it shows the frequencies too. That's nice. I just turned all that stuff on. I just noticed under VATSIM you can select the flight's ATC and the airport ATC. So I turned all that on. I mean, there's nothing, no coverage tonight. It's pretty late, but good to have it on. I think Pilot Emily did a stream today. I didn't get to participate or watch it. I missed it. imagine using a 10 series. This comes from the 30 series. But hey, the 10 series is still kicking, dude. The 1080 Ti and the 2080 Ti, it was such like a small difference. Air France is 001. How you doing? Good evening, morning, afternoon. Trying to stay awake. I'm tired. Top of descent, you couldn't come sooner. Oh no, forget that. That seaway point is pointless. Okay, 1070 Ti is pretty good. Any of those 3000 cards would do. I'm going to wait though. It'd be nice to have one, but I just spent like $1,200 upgrading my PC this summer. This is jacked up. I had it perfect, then I went and messed it up. So after Fort, we'll just vector off this way and then reconnect. Not bad. What CPU do you have, Slim? Yeah, that sim likes RAM. I've considered getting 64 gigs even. Or, you know, another 32. I read an article that the 1080 Ti likes 64 gigs of RAM. Like there was like a decent performance increase from up in the RAM. Bottleneck in P3D. Are you running 5.1? The update. That's probably smart. A lot of people are doing that because everything's compatible with it. I feel limited with 5.1. I'm gonna get off until top of descent. See you guys later. Alright, man. We'll see you at the descent. What's the ETA for it? I'll give you a rough estimate. So we're 300 miles away, so about 40 minutes, I would say. Godfrey, thank you for subscribing. I know, those shaders are crucial. I actually was not aware they're not working on 5.1. I dabble in Prepared now. I don't use it too much. Mainly X-Plane 11, this, and DCS. I mean X-Plane 11, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and DCS. It also tells you up here, but it's in Zulu time. Well, it's saying 10:51. Now, going off of us having an hour left in this flight, cruise is usually 20 minutes before landing. So I'd say 40 minutes is safe. Well, 307 nautical miles top of descent. Anything fun we can play with on the EFB? There's the on switch. I can't see it. There's the dome light. Oh, the power button's on this side. That would be why. None of these are working. Unless I just can't hear them.
These 3 wonderful flight attendants. Give them your attention as we push and taxi. They're going to give you plenty of attention en route.
Dude.
We ask passengers to please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened. Thank you.
Now they all think there's turbulence. Sorry. You taking off, Slim? Alright, you're saying bye to Nick. Alright, Nick. Have a good night. We'll have to group flight. We'll have to fly again, man. Do one of these group flight things. I think New York will be the next one for sure. Once again. The weather is the same story. Boeing Field, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. 12 knots at 170. 2974 for the pressure. Light rain, 10 miles plus visibility. Races in 20 minutes. Understandable, understandable. That's what you woke up for. Bed. I gotta get to bed. I have an airport chart for Boeing Field. Let's see. It's LAX. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it looks like we'll be landing 1-4 right. And then the terminals off to our left. Yeah. Okay. So land 1-4 right, and then we'll probably end up exiting Alpha 7, Alpha 9, maybe Alpha 10. Probably shoot for Alpha 10. Keep that up. Should wake them up. Like, hey, we got a race to watch. Alright, gotta go watch the race. Good seeing you at this ungodly hour. I know, I bet you weren't expecting that. But going, what the hell is he doing? But alright, man, you enjoy the race. I'll see you around. well, 13 viewers. It's just us. We're getting through it. But yeah, streaming at this hour is not the ideal time to stream if you want a lot of traffic on your stream. My deal was, I was doing this flight anyway. Might as well do it with a few people. Actually, I'm happy I did it because there's a couple people that joined in tonight that I haven't gotten to speak to in a while. Which is kind of funny. It's like, I guess because it's more the stream's been more quiet. They reached out. Lately I've been streaming about twice a week. At least once. Like next 2 streams will be Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I try to do like a plane spotting stream once a week. I definitely try to do that, where I just film people taking off and landing at a particular airport in Microsoft Flight Simulator, since we don't have a replay system. And then I like to do group flights with everybody now. But every few weeks I like to get in the 738 and stream it. We're about to hit the big storm right now. It's not coming up on the radar, but it's there. Actually, the worst of it is like right in there, it looks like. Well, this will be cool. We'll get some legit rain on our approach at Boeing Field. I gotta make sure the rain effect is on. I was mainly, well, through the years it's changed. I was mainly prepared, and then I was X-Plane 11, and now it's mainly Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've been doing YouTube for about 6 years now, 5-6 years. And I try to hit all the sims though, like really all of them. I use prepared. I'll use X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS, IL2. Plane mechanic simulator is something I want to get into on stream. If it simulates planes, I will use it. Oh yeah, I was going to check on the settings for, I think it's under visual effects, ski rain. That is the one. So I think it's good. Should be fine. Do I like it better? I do, as far as VFR goes. And the scenery. I mean, the scenery is... that is some unrivaled stuff in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The problem with Microsoft Flight Simulator is it's just too new. It's too much of it in its infancy, so there's nothing really study level out yet for commercial. Like the 172 and the 182 stuff like that, that's not bad. Like, I think you could study with those for the most part, but it just needs more jets. Like this plane, this is the 738. It's my favorite plane, but can't use it on Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I just use it on X-Plane 11. So it really depends what you're going to fly. But yeah, Microsoft is definitely hands down the best VFR simulator, because anywhere you go in the world, it's modeled a lot better than X-Plane and prepared. Although with X-Plane you can add ortho, that'll get you somewhat it looking like that. The clouds are kind of always crap in X-Plane 11 too. Night lighting is incredible though, as you'll see in a little bit. while I wait, there's some more information I can get ready. I'm going to look specifically at the ILS chart for 1-4 right. Yeah, those are some good reasons. VR is coming to Microsoft Flight Simulator, I believe in December, they stated. So for 1-4 right, the elevation is 17.8 feet, so we can set it to 217. It's always 200 plus the elevation. So right traffic pattern if we have to go around, but we'll be following the whatever, the go around that's already in the FMC. What else? Oh, I need to set up the frequencies. That would help. Oh yeah, man, I use VR a lot. I have the what is it? I'm trying to blank. Odyssey Plus. Only problem with VR for the most part, you can't record it too easily. So the course heading looks like 135. And the frequency is going to be 110.9, which is ironically already on the standby, so we just gotta move it over. Missed approach is wants us to climb to 6,400. But yeah, VR is amazing. I remember the first time I tried it. Just to be like inside the, like, I don't know, it's so crazy to explain. You're in the cockpit. VR is kind of like entering the Matrix. Alright, we're getting closer. 45 minutes left. Just trying to keep myself busy by getting as much of the landing preparation done as I can. So we'll set 29er at 7.6. That's going to be the borrow. Just so it's there and we can switch over to it from standard later quickly. Chala, hello, how you doing? I know somebody who, actually, Shane, Oz Flight Simmer, if you've heard of him. He was telling me, I think it was one of the first times he was using VR. He got so immersed in it that he actually, you know, the hand controls. He was like so much like thinking he's in the plane. He tried to put the hand controls down on the seat. You know, obviously there's no seat there in the real life. And I think he did that a couple times, and I just thought that was so funny. No, I'm not a private pilot. Only flown once in a glider, where I got to fly it for a few minutes, because the person I was flying with, he knew I did flight simulation, so he knew that I had an idea of how I should be handling the plane, the controls, you know, not to be like rough with them. He didn't let the other two people that he took up do it because they had no airplane experience, but he said I did really good. I mean, I didn't have any instruments in front of me. He had the instruments. So I was backseat. I had to just kind of look at the horizon with the wing to keep it level. He had me do some turns, and I mean, it felt natural. Felt good. I noticed just the same little fine movements as I do here on the stick. But I do want to get some training. I don't know that I want to go. I don't want to go full PPL for a while, just for like money and time at this stage in my life. But I do want to go up for some training, just to at least have that, just to know the feel. At least I can contrast it with something. Glider license maybe, PPL maybe later. The thing is, I have a daughter now. She's 16 months, so and I'm gonna have another kid too, so that's taken up my life. But I'll probably do it later in life. Some people start later, but I mean, I want to get some hours for sure. I just feel like if I get my private pilot's license just to spend that money and that time, I don't know that I'll like continue using it, and then I don't know, I just don't think I'd be able to stay proficient other than in the simulator. But I have family right now who the guy that took me up, he's actually my uncle-in-law. He's I believe he's commercial rated in gliders now, and I think I don't think he's a full-on CFI. He gave me some ground school, so he's able to teach ground school stuff, but I don't know if he's a full-on CFI. I don't think he is yet. Oh, you got a kid on the way, first one? This is my first. And I'm just, you know, learning as I go. How difficult it can be sometimes to just trying to do the simplest things. I mean, that's why I'm flight simming at 2 in the morning. You know? Got her to go to sleep at 11 after being up with her since like before 6 a.m. "20 weeks. Well, congratulations. It's a girl. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad I ended up getting a girl. I was hoping for a girl. Maybe the next one will be a boy. But I don't know. There's like a lot of girls running my family, so it'll probably be a girl. But this stage is exhausting because they're just learning how to walk, and she's just starting to run, and they get into everything. So your whole day is basically like hyper focused on this child, trying to like catch them from hurting themselves before they do it. It's kind of like driving. As you drive down the street, you're anticipating accidents and other things people are going to do. It's like the same thing. You're just watching this kid, and you're trying to stop things before they happen. Oh, I'm sorry. I read that wrong. You're saying she's 20 weeks along now. Yeah. I get what you mean now. You'll still enjoy it, I think. I think I wanted a girl because I have 2 nieces that well, I've been in their life since they were babies. So, I think that made me want my own daughter. Wow, look at the wind right now. 119 knots coming at us from the west. Too bad it's not a tailwind. We get there much faster right now. I think I got his. Yeah, that's true. Almost wonder if there's something wrong here with that. We're getting no turbulence. It's too smooth. Something's wrong. I don't think so. I'm running Active Sky XP. Let me see if there's anything. I don't remember seeing anything about turbulence in here. But there could be something. Let me see, maybe Active Sky. Actually, could be an Active Sky issue. Maybe I turned turbulence off for like I remember I've done that before because of an Airbus being sensitive to it. No, it's on. It's out of 100, it's set to 70. Yeah, it's all on. Winds are getting stronger, man. I always pick like the worst days. It might be difficult landing at Boeing Field, or it's at least going to be a challenge. Wait, now it just dropped to 10 knots, just as I said that. It's not raining as much either. So maybe it won't be too bad. It's moving a bit. Like if you look at the, if you zoom in and look at the glare shield, it's moving just a little bit. And the yoke is definitely fighting something now. Well, top of descent's coming up. We're going down to 2,200 feet. Yeah, it took an update, I noticed. Too bad the rain stopped though. I was hoping we could land in some rain. No, I used to use 3 monitors. I'm on a one big curved monitor now. 49-inch curved monitor by Samsung. Except I don't have it, you know, I'm not flying with it spanned all the way across at the moment. When I record videos and I stream, I just do it at 1080. And then also it lets me have, like, I got the chat is on this side with that sim, and then on this side I got Sim Toolkit Pro and Active Sky. I do, yeah, I do. It's probably not like for everybody, but especially with the video editing too. It's nice to have the timeline stretched all the way across, and I can have like a YouTube video playing over here. Like that's stuff I could do. I could have done with 3 monitors too, but I don't know. It's just, it's kind of cool to have it on just one filled monitor, and it fills your peripheral vision. So, like, let me see. Here, yeah, it's like almost your entire peripheral vision is filled with this monitor. Ergonomically, I think I like it better too, because if I was to look at my other monitor, I'd be turning that much or that much. With this monitor, I can keep my head centered and just glance my eyes left to right and see everything. Three curved 27s. That'd be kind of cool. So B145. That might change a little though once we get there by 1 or so. 1090, 135. Ever think of having one mounted above the primary for your mapping and streams? Yeah, I mean I have 2 sitting back here, the ones I was using. Almost thought about putting at least 1 up. Or yeah, mounting it. I got a corner desk, so it's kind of hard to mount things. There's probably corner mounts though. There has to be. Oh, mounted attached to the desk. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It would be awesome to actually have two of these stacked, but this monitor is so expensive. It was way out of my budget, but I just had to look at it like an investment for many, many years to come, as long as it doesn't break. Knock on wood. I like desks like that. L desks, corner desks. It's my favorite type. I just don't like the straight ones. About to hit the 2-hour mark. Top of descent's coming in about 4 to 5 minutes. Thanks to everybody who's come out for this late, very late live stream. You'll never really catch me streaming this late. I typically do it 12 hours from now, during the day in the afternoon. But I was going to do this flight tonight anyway, so just thought I'd hop on stream. Despite not having the largest crowd at this hour. But yeah, if you're just joining for the first time, I try to do this a couple times a week. Otherwise, I do regular videos too. I like to make a lot of cinematic, creative videos within flight simulation. Lately, I've been posting about 3 times a week. If you fly Microsoft Flight Simulator, I do a plane spotting stream where I film at a particular airport, people landing, taking off. Group flights, do the whole thing. We get some really fun group flights going sometimes. Last one was in Italy, through the mountains, northern Italy. You sleep during the day, so this is cool, yeah. Well, maybe I'll have to do more. I mean, maybe not this late. 2 a.m. is pretty late for me. I used to be more of a night owl, and then I've kind of switched. I've kind of shifted gears to morning now. I like to get up really early in the morning and start doing things. Because like if you wake up at like 4 or 5 a.m., by the time it's 10 a.m., it's like it just feels like you've accomplished so much, and it's not even the end of the morning yet. You're at the station. Captain Henry, yo, what's up, man? Oh, that kind of station. Cool. Wow, 24-hour shift. Assuming they let you sleep when able, right? TD, that's where we start going down. Might as well set it. We're going down to 2200, so it's gonna follow all the altitude restrictions the whole way down. We have it set, so right as when it hits that now, it'll start the descent. Samuel Cole, hey man, where am I living? I'm in Northern California. Only had 3 calls in the first 10 hours. Okay, I guess a slow day is not as exciting, but also good that people aren't getting hurt and fires and stuff. Being a firefighter must be difficult. The stuff you have to see. I feel like because I mean, you guys respond to major car accidents and all that stuff too, not just the fires. How do you know what altitude to set the MCP to? Well, usually on if you have ATC, they'll give you altitudes to go down to. But so the way I go about it, if I don't have ATC, is 2200 here. You see on this FMC, this is the 10-mile waypoint, so you can set it to that. But even though I'm setting it to 2200 feet, it's still going to follow all these restrictions all the way down. So at Kuga, it's 3700 OLM, it's 17,000, and then it'll just follow these all the way. Yeah, it's 2:25 in the morning, which is actually it's kind of realistic for this flight. They do this flight at 2 in the morning sometimes. How do I vector myself? I'll show you if you make it to that part, but I'll try to skip ahead on the plan here to show you. I'll show you exactly where I'll do it. I went too far. Let me zoom out. So once I hit Fort, I'm not sure what the heading's going to be, but it's going to be, I'll be traveling this way. And I have these radiuses drawn, so this is a 5 mile, this is a 10 mile, this is a 25 mile. So once when I line up with this waypoint, that's when I'll make the turn. So just from here, vectoring out this way, and then I'll reconnect with the plan there. I can also show you how to do that too. Fort's there, yeah, so we flying on heading mode, and then we can just click this waypoint and paste it over this one and execute, and then we can put VNAV back on and fly it. Easier to show you as it happens. Alright, descent's coming. Alright, here it comes. The most exciting thing to happen in the last 2 hours. As far as flying the plane goes. Alright, down we go. Pre-top of descent procedure, descent clearance obtained, reset MCP altitude checked, FMC approach ref set, localizer frequency set, front course set. We'll keep an eye on if we need any spoilers. So far, it's keeping the path real good. So again, we're going to be letting ILS 14 right. Had some rain over in the area, but it seems like it's cleared out. Hopefully I can get a good landing. I haven't been in this plane in a couple of weeks, but that shouldn't matter. Sometimes you step away from something, like you don't fly for a while and you think your landings are not going to be good, but then they're actually kind of better. Guess you're not overthinking it as much. Looking good. Looking good. Ten minutes to landing. Going down. I suppose the next stream will be Monday or Tuesday. One of those 2 days. then again, I don't know. For a group flight, I want to do it on a prime time day, like a Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I don't know. Earliest I could stream is like 3 p.m. on Monday or Tuesday, which isn't a bad time. Maybe I'll do it still. Pressure is still 2976, which we already have. Just passing 21,000 feet now. Passing Olympia, which will be at 17,000. All kinds of weather over here. Always raining in Washington though, but we're almost out of it. Looks clear. We're like right in the middle, like in between a storm. Bonjour. See, it's like, it's kind of like a hole, so we won't be in any rain. I was hoping we would be though. Oh well. Switching from standard over to 2976. Night lighting's coming into play now. Except the cloud layer just loaded in, it looks like. HUD looks cool. Wonder if they changed it. about to hit the point where we'll vector ourselves right after Fort. We actually may not even have to use... Oh no, we will. We will. I'm just gonna skirt along the 10-mile radius. Yeah, so we'll turn to a heading of 340 for it. Just got below 10,000 landing lights on, although I can't see. Let's turn this dome light on. Alright, they're on. Taxi light. Well, I'll turn taxi light on right now. Otherwise, I'll forget. Engine start switches over to continuous. Green light. Okay, a little bit of rain right now. We're heading through. Always looks like Star Wars blasting through hyperspace. So the altimeter is set localizer in the front course. Someone was asking how you vector yourself. We're pretty much just put ourselves on the downwind. And then right as we're parallel with this waypoint, we're going to switch back to VNAV. And you can do that by, you can take this waypoint, you can paste it over itself, and it's going to draw the flight path from here. It'll draw the turn for you. And then we'll start connecting up with the localizer and all that. Just when you end up on the vector waypoint, once you hit that point, you can see on the map. Let me turn all this crap off. So it draws the runway path for you here. So if you just make yourself parallel with that, I mean, it's easy. If you're on ATC, they'll help you out. They'll give you all the headings and stuff to do it. But see, this is our aircraft direction, and that's just. Well, actually, we better do it now. See how it just drew that turn for me? Get the hold out of there. There was like a holding pattern in there. And then make sure you turn on LNAV. And now it's gonna fly it for us. See, it drew that turn. We don't have to deal with it. And now you're gonna start seeing the localizer come to life. Kill the music. About 10 miles out, put the gear down. I'm not quite there yet. Do auto brake of, we'll go 2. 1 would be fine, but I usually like to do 2. Don't have the localizer just yet. Yeah, landing 1-4 right. Mm-hmm. Localizer's live now.
1,000 to go.
Could arm the approach mode too. Wow, look at that. It just came out of that cloud. Neat.
2,500.
Landing gear's coming down. Procedure approach arm glide slope alive, gear down, flaps 15. Still working on the flaps. Speed brake. Armed. Engine start switches continuous, landing flaps. Okay. Still working on this checklist. headwind of 15 knots. About to pass 1500, so on the second autopilot. Alright, so we're good to go. We could do an auto land right now if we wanted to, but we won't be doing that. This is Orbx True Earth running right now.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Our autopilot is off. Plane is ours.
Approaching 1-4 right.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continuing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse thrust is deployed and
80 knots.
spoilers. Come through 70 knots. Get the reverse thrust off. And I'll
5,000 feet remaining.
take the next taxiway. Hopefully I can get a glimpse at what it is, where we at. Alpha 9, that's what I suspected we'd exit. Alright, flaps can come up.
Approaching 3-2 right.
Landing lights off. And we'll go ahead and start the APU as we head over to the terminal. It was a landing rate of 189 feet per minute, not too bad. Notice the speed was starting to get away from me a little bit at the end there. Whoa, we just like went out there like a bullet. There's the terminal up there. I don't know. I hope we have a spot. I don't know. There's all kinds of 737s here. No, they didn't do the airports. They did the area around the airports and some of the like the mesh, like the grass within the airport, but they didn't model the airports. Is there anywhere to park? Or did I not go far enough for the terminal? I thought the terminal's right in front of us, isn't it? Man, I'm confused. Well, I don't know. Where's my chart? Alpha 4, and we're at Alpha 3. Yeah, so we're at the right spot. Just don't know where to park. Because there's planes where I want to park. Maybe we'll try to get this one. Alright, switch the APU generator on. Oh, thanks, car, for just showing up. Oh, you know, I forgot to turn the strobe off. Alright. Hold there, set the parking brake, get this dome light on so I can start seeing. Well, either way, we can kill the engines. Get the fasten seatbelt signs off. And the dome light. APU bleed on, isolation open. Okay, runway vacated transponder coming off. Propane off, engine start switches off. Our brake is off, flaps are up. APU gen on, runway turn flights off, taxi light off. Alright. I won't do the secure checklist, just do it there. Paul Walker got up just in time for the landing. Oh, good. Glad you got to see that. How you doing, man? Oh, Boeing's on the other side. Okay. No, maybe there isn't a terminal. I don't know that they're showing a terminal on the chart. Right next to it says U.S. Customs ramp and then terminal. It's to the left of that, right at Alpha 3. I mean, I don't think it's an actual terminal, but I guess that's what they're just calling it. But hey, man, thanks for hanging out tonight, all of you. It was fun doing this flight. Pitch black, can't see anything, so sorry about that. I guess we'll just stay in the cockpit then. But yeah, we made it safe and sound. And what flight would this be in real life? This would be Sun Country, I don't know the flight number. I put 731. They do this flight at night typically. But yeah, Sean Campbell, thanks, man. Thank you all. Like I said, it was fun. I'll do more streams during the week. another plane spotting, and I think we'll do some flying around New York as a group flight for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So look out for that, and whatever else I may do during the week. Again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I got a TikTok now, YouTube, of course, and all those platforms. So you guys have a